Good day. We're back again here with Greg from Family Promise and my partner in the agency, Janet. We're shining a light on the community and trying to explain how we can support them in their missions. Janet, I'm going to turn it over to you.
I think that's our question. So, Greg, how can the community help Family Promise? Where can we get involved to help you make the difference that you're making?
Right. Well, we definitely have a lot of volunteer opportunity, typically for moving furniture and different things like that. When we have families move into a permanent housing, they usually do not have furniture to go with them. So furniture donation and then furniture moving into the new apartment, I can always use help with that. The other part is when we move a family out of the shelter needs to be cleaned up and ready and restocked and everything for the next family to come in. So we can always use help with that as well. Obviously, donations are always helpful for us because we run just off private donations and private foundations and grants and things like that.
So there's no federal funding.
We do not have receive any federal funding at this point in time. So, and we can always use in-kind donations. For the families that might not be in our shelters but still might either be homeless or near homeless or trying to balance that grocery bill against paying rent or something like that. We do stock quite a bit of in-kind donations such as bathroom supplies, cleaning supplies, a little bit of food back there, not a whole lot. We've got a lot of good food places in Great Falls. We don't necessarily try and get into that, but warm clothing, everything else like that, we kind of try and keep a little stock here so that folks can come in and be able to get some of that when they need to.
So if somebody wants to make a donation, let's say that they have some warm clothing or blankets or something like that, where do they bring them?
Just right here to the hub.
Okay.
Oh, great.
And we're at the Central Christian Church located at 1019 Central Avenue. If they want to make a financial donation, can you accept those through your website? Can you? Yes,
donations can be made online or they can also be dropped off here at the office as well.
Okay. And if they want to help you move or clean, do they reach out to you and do you have a list then? And then you go through your list when those occasions arise?
Yes, that's basically it. I wish I could say that I could schedule it a little bit better, but it just doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way. No, I can't imagine so.
But it would be nice to have maybe kind of a little bit of an on-call list. And we can give a little bit of a heads up, and kind of get it out maybe 3 or 4 days or 5 days, something like that. And again, it doesn't need to be a lot. If there were maybe just 3 people and myself, we can move most of the furniture and everything like that. But again, it's hard to do by yourself. So
I can only imagine.
So what if somebody were they were interested in helping, maybe provide some direct services with the family, like maybe helping with homework for the kids? Is there an opportunity like that?
Not really at this point in time because we don't have the centralized hub here for volunteers to be engaged with them. It's one of the things that I just don't know how we're going to fix that until we get a building of our own. But when you have the apartments, it gets really difficult because you want to give them their own space.
You want to be respectful because they've been through so much, and a lot of what's removed is the dignity.
Right. Yeah. So. You hit the nail on the head when you were talking about trauma and crisis and things like that earlier. 90 days sounds like a long time. It's not. It's not. It takes probably half of that just for them to get to feel comfortable. For some of them, it's been a really long time since they've had a place that is just warm. It's theirs. They can lock the door and they can just be safe.
Wow. Just gives us that much more to be grateful for.
Absolutely.
Right? Wow. So, Greg, is there anything else that you'd like to add that the community could maybe help you out with?
Again, just that awareness piece. If you know a family that's in crisis, if you know of children, that are homeless or that are facing homelessness, if nothing else, just send them our way. If we can't help them, we can definitely find the right place that can. And we really want to, for the teenagers, we really want to help destigmatize that homelessness piece. There are so many resources that are out there to help, and I understand that it can be embarrassing, to go do that.
But trauma on top of trauma because you're trying to hide the fact that you are homeless. Right. and yet you still have to worry about where you're going to sleep that night.
Right.
I can't even imagine.
And still trying to
being-
study and be a good student.
Right.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. Life
No.
doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah. Please support the Family Promise.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.